And I'll start this one. Is that one going? Okay, they're both going? Okay, good. Okay. Let me just turn this on real quick. Oh, this is so cute! Just 70%. Okay, there. Okay. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Kashea. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Well, thanks.
Welcome
Love
to
this.
the Guided by Her Beyond the Classroom podcast.
Awesome. Glad to be here.
You're going to be our first guest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, so we're looking forward to it.
Interesting. I'm so excited.
Okay, so this is a part of the SFA program, and the SFA program stands for Student and Family Advocate Program.
Yeah.
We've been doing book clubs, we've been doing programming, like workshops, community events, but this is our first time doing podcasting.
Oh, this is awesome.
The girls are trying to keep up and get in touch with as much youth as possible.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're kind of a little bit aged out of youth.
Age just speak for yourself, mama. I'm an 18-year-old, 30-year-old.
Oh, true.
18-year-old,
18-year-old, 30-year-old. Okay, true. Okay, so I'm Kashea Henderson Doyle. I am the coordinator for the SFA project as well as this podcast.
Awesome.
Okay, so we are going to be welcoming Gabriella Cummings. So today we'll be discussing the diagnosis of diabetes and how it has altered the life of you as a young woman when you got it when you were, how old were you?
Probably like 22. I was pregnant with my first child.
Yeah, and you were in school at the time.
I was in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was, I was a young lady. I just found out I was pregnant. And then to top it off, I found out I was going through gestational diabetes.
That's a lot.
I thought it would have been gone when I delivered the baby. But I'm like the 0.01% that it sticks with. So, yeah.
That is serious. That is something serious.
Most definitely.
Okay, so aside from that, tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm a mom of 3. I'm currently in school again.
Being a student never ends.
It never ends.
Yeah.
It never ends.
It's a lifelong journey.
Because you're always learning, you're always growing, you're always evolving. So even if you're not in the classroom, you're still always a student to life.
That's very true.
But not only am I a life student, I am an actual in the classroom student, managing being a mom, managing my diabetes, and just managing everything that comes with adulting.
Yeah, that's true. There's one thing you and I have in common, aside from the fact that we're the same age. We're both middle children.
Oh, yes.
And that comes with its own experiences.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
What is so unique about you being a middle child to, like, you have an older sister and a younger brother, but you guys have all experienced being, like, youth in the same time. Like, how is that? It
was interesting because I've watched my relationship with my siblings evolve, and where we were maybe like 5 or 6 years ago isn't where we are now.
Yeah.
My siblings and I are super close. Like, I don't know how I would be able to do life without them.
Wow.
Especially now that my brother's back home. He was away doing school. Now he's home. Like, it's amazing having him home. My kids are like they're completely different children now that he's around and he's involved in their life. I see the change drastically. My kids not only depend on me, but they depend on my siblings. So having that close relationship with them and watching our relationships change over the years has been so beautiful, so life-changing.
Nice. So I'm the only girl, but I have an older brother that was, I think, aging out of youth age when I was getting into high school, and my younger brother was just so much younger than me. I was the only one that pursued post-secondary. And aside from my mom always advocating for me when I was younger growing up, I felt like I had to advocate for myself in school a lot without them kind of understanding what that is like. You have an older sister, so at least you have that, like, that sister bond, and she went to post-secondary. How do you feel like she helped advocate for what it is that you felt like you needed in school? Even through, like, example.
I think my sister taught me how to have an amazing work ethic. Not only my sister, but my brother.
Yeah.
My brother was an athlete in school.
Wow. Yeah.
And so he never really had the time to really work and go to school, but he was so busy with being an athlete and managing, keeping up amazing grades, that he taught me how to organize my time, how to prioritize things, how to create a life and a schedule that really works for you and attaining those goals that you need. My older sister taught me discipline. She is such a disciplined person. She really works for what she wants, and she doesn't accept no for an answer. Never have I ever seen her just be like, okay, I guess this is what it's gonna be. No, there's a follow-up question. There's research being done. There's calls being made, and that really not only helped me as a student, but helped me as a mother advocate for my children in school.
Yeah, that's extremely important.
Yeah.
That's extremely important. So let's just touch back on the diabetes. So what caused your diabetes?
Gestational, my son.
Okay. So can you explain what's gestational diabetes? Because I don't feel like I heard about it. Well, I didn't hear about it until you were diagnosed with it.
So gestational diabetes happens to a lot of women when they're pregnant. So I believe it's the hormones that change in your body that weaken your pancreas, which creates insulin, which helps your body break down sugars. My body, after being pregnant with my son, my pancreas died.
Wow.
So the diabetes stayed.
Right.
My body creates no insulin, so I have to take injections so that my body can break down sugar.
How early on in your pregnancy were you diagnosed with gestational diabetes?
So here's the thing, because I did the sugar test. They make you drink this like orange drink. It's super sweet, and then they test your blood after.
Right.
I believe that was done around like the 4 to 5 month mark.
Oh wow.
But they think that I was actually diabetic before because my blood sugars were so crazy.
Really?
When they did that blood sugar test. Yeah, they think that I was diabetic before, but I just didn't know.
Has your family doctor ever tested you for that prior?
Before being pregnant, no, I was never tested. And the thing is, I never had any symptoms of being diabetic at all. Like, I was a bigger girl before I got pregnant.
Right.
I didn't start losing weight until I actually got pregnant. That's when I noticed my body completely changed.
Okay. So is this common in your family?
My mother had gestational diabetes. My aunt recently passed away of diabetes as well.
I'm so sorry.
So diabetes does run in my family, but I honestly never knew anything about it until I was diagnosed myself.
I understand, because I feel like we have an idea of what diabetes looks like. My idea of what a person that was diabetic looked like was someone that was probably overweight. I think that was my main thing. And that's right.
Completely not true.
That's a cultural thing. Like, we think it's someone that's overweight, and we just automatically think, oh, okay, you have to be careful of diabetes. But that could be someone that is slim, and
because there are two types of diabetes.
Right.
There's type 1 diabetics where it's more like a genetic issue, and then there's type 2 diabetes where it is, I want to say, environment and like what you eat that affects your blood sugars in your body and all that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we kind of associate diabetes with something that looks completely different. Okay. What does your diabetes affect internally and externally?
So internally, I can't gain weight. Like, I find it so hard to gain weight. Can't keep weight on.
Well, that's external too, because that is the first notification. Like, that is the first thing that I seen was a huge change. Because I knew you when you were a little thick.
Yeah, I had a little bit more weight, but my weight changed. My moods, like, especially when I am going into crisis, which they call diabetic ketoacidosis. That's basically, people who go on the keto diet.
Right.
And their body burns sugar. And and that helps them lose weight, my body skips all that. My body does that naturally.
Wow. Like over time.
Like if I miss medication, if I'm super stressed out, if I have an infection, a cold, anything happens to my immune system, to my mental, my body goes off track like that.
Oh my gosh.
Even as simple as having a period.
So anything can really set it off.
Anything could set it off.
Yes, and that is true, because we have gone away on vacation together in the past, and it was in a warm climate, low stress, of course. It was warm. The food was natural. Everything was just natural, and you had to adjust your insulin.
Yeah, I actually had to almost stop taking my insulin because my body was responding to the climate so drastically. Yeah.
What was a scary moment you faced that was caused by your diabetes?
I think my pregnancies. My deliveries were, except for my first child, my deliveries with my second and my third were super simple.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. The only thing is my second son probably got a bit stuck, but that's because I'm a slim girl and he was almost like a 9-pound baby.
That's genetic.
Huge. Yeah, that is genetic.
That is genetic.
Yeah, he was huge. But actually being pregnant was always so touch and go for me.
Really?
Like for my middle child, my son, I actually spent most of my pregnancy in hospital.
Really?
Just most of my pregnancy. I probably spent like a total of 3 months in hospital, like collectively.
Right.
With my pregnancy with him. It was unconscious for like a week, unconscious for like 2 weeks. It was horrible. It was super scary because they couldn't quite track my blood sugars and get them under control because my hormones were so all over the place due to the pregnancies. And that impacted no matter what I ate, no matter how much insulin I took, I just always had to be in hospital with doctor supervision. I was pretty much in, what do they call it? ICU.
ICU.
I was pretty much in the ICU my entire pregnancy with my middle child.
And wasn't that during COVID?
That was during COVID.
Oh my gosh.
So that was a lot. I was away from my family, I was away from my kids, and it was a lot.
Yeah, right. So you definitely had to pull back from school during that period.
Definitely had to pull back. I was doing, it was more online courses.
Okay.
And my teachers were super understanding.
That's good.
Very understanding, very supportive of me and what I wanted to accomplish. So that was helpful.
So how do you handle it now?
Dealing with diabetes, school, and family.
Yeah.
Definitely by the grace of God, I have to thank my family because they're super supportive. When I have exams or if I have any tests coming up, they're always there to take the kids if I need a minute to study.
Right.
Scheduling is something that is very important.
Right.
Scheduling my work hours with my class hours, with my study hours. My kids have extracurricular activities.
That's a lot too.
It's a lot.
Yeah. That's an extracurricular activity for you. Yeah.
For me, because my son plays basketball for a league, and then he plays basketball again for another league, and then my daughter does ballet, and then my son does karate, and these are all things I gotta be sprinting all over the city. Sometimes we have to travel out of the country for my son's basketball games. And so scheduling is very important.
Right.
Also staying on top of my health.
Right.
Like, it's so easy to miss a dose of medication.
Right.
And the repercussions of that could be a week in hospital. Missing a meal and not being able to take my medication, the impact isn't just being hungry until dinner time. It's having a low, having to treat that low, having to maybe make a hospital visit. So meal prepping, meal planning is something that I take very seriously.
Right.
Very seriously, because not only do I need to nourish myself, I need to nourish these kids because they're in school.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do your children and your family understand it? Like, are they educated on your diabetes and what that looks like?
Even my 2-year-old.
Really? That's so good.
Even
though.
my 2-year-old.
That's so good because then
Yeah.
they share that with their peers, and they have a better
Exactly.
understanding of it too.
I have a cute little story. So my aunt sent over some fruits for the kids.
Right.
They love fruits.
Right.
And she sent over cotton candy grapes.
Mm-hmm.
They're
I've been wanting to try
amazing. They're
those.
so good.
I've been wanting to try
those. So my son, my middle son, he's 3 years old. He bit into it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh, mommy, I'm gonna give you one to try, but only eat this one because it has a lot of sugars and I don't want it to affect your sugars. I don't know if you have enough medication for these grapes."
Bye.
He's so
Can you say that to
cute.
this camera?
He's so
They need to
cute.
see that. I
He's
don't
like,
know if you have enough.
I don't know if you have enough sugars for these grapes. And that's how he looks at me because he has this little pouty face. He's
Bye.
adorable. Yeah, that's
That
my
is so
baby
cute.
right there.
That's cute, but that
Yeah.
allows them to get a better understanding instead of just thinking like we did. Oh, if you're overweight, you could be diabetic.
Exactly.
They have a better understanding of what it looks like and how to handle that.
And I'm teaching them how to manage their health.
Right.
Because I have diabetes and I had diabetes with all of them. It makes them more susceptible to it. So one thing I'm teaching my children is we need to eat vegetables. We need to eat every meal. We
Right.
need to work out. We do yoga as a family every night.
Right.
Because I want to show them that it's important for them to get their bodies moving, even if it's something as light as stretching.
Right.
This is what we need to do to take care of our health, because that wasn't a priority for me when I was a kid.
Right.
My parents didn't know that that was something that needed to be taught.
Yes. I was just talking with someone the other day about how our families don't know how to prioritize health. They prioritize health very differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just think, oh, I'll just boil bush tea and just bring my sugar down or bring my whatever and eat kalaloo to just, spike your iron, which are good things, but it's like they want to do it just before a doctor visit.
Now you want to do a celery cleanse?
Right. Barely even a celery cleanse. They'll do something else. They'll drink like, I don't even
Mobby.
know. Yeah. Or like Senna. Just take
wash
some Senna. Right. They'll just take a wash out and that's it.
Oh my
You know what I
gosh.
mean? Or it's like if they feel like, oh, I'm eating too much and I feel a little off, they'll just take like worm medicine or something like that.
Or they'd be like, I'm not going to eat dinner tonight because I had a heavy lunch.
Okay.
All right.
Please. Because lunch is new to them. They didn't grow up having lunch.
No, my parents definitely grew up having lunch.
Really? My mom said
Yeah.
growing up she had a very big breakfast, and then she was like, oh my goodness, as a child, I never really had lunch. Like at school, yeah, but like summer break, she never had lunch, and then they had dinner so early.
Because everyone's in bed so early.
Yes, they'd have dinner at like 3-4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
it's true.
It's crazy. Okay, so has your career choice changed over time since having diabetes? Like, did you gain more of an interest in like studying health or going into anything like that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think what really did it for me was being in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the hospital has had crazy effects on me emotionally.
Right.
And I wanted to be able to help people who are in that state of like a revolving door.
Right.
What they call me when I go to the hospital is a frequent flyer.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm always there,
Not a
right?
frequent flyer.
A frequent flyer, girl. I get points at this point. So I feel like I could put in my own IV when at one point I got to a point where I was like, I could put in my own IV. I know how to treat myself. I know exactly how much dosage of what medication.
Wow.
I know the perfect cocktail to get me out of here in the next 24 hours. I'm telling the nurses what to do. I'm telling them where to poke me, everything. And so I'm like, you know what? I think it's time for me to pursue nursing.
Oh my gosh.
And then
Our parents at that point just want to go.
I've been told you this.
You know what I mean? Like I've been told you this.
But I can't work in a hospital.
Oh, okay.
I can't work in a hospital.
What's going on in the hospitals?
Yeah, and my stomach isn't there for it.
Mm-mm.
My stomach can't handle the blood. My stomach can't handle seeing sick children,
Yeah.
sick people. So I kind of changed the direction where I'm taking my nursing career.
Right.
I'm going to be a cosmetic nurse.
I love that.
I'm going
love
to shoot
that.
people up with Botox and make money.
Well, a lot of people are getting into Botox now, and
Exactly.
it even helps with things that are like aside from like the external. Like I'm hearing that people are getting Botox for like migraines.
And for like if you're super sweaty,
right? Yes.
Botox helps.
Yes.
Botox
I've heard that
really
too.
helps. Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of advocacy have you experienced in school regarding your diabetes? I know you touched on, teachers being very understanding. As of recent, how have you felt like they were more supportive or maybe even advocated for you in regards to like helping you out with other teachers and other courses?
The program director at my school, I was sick.
Right.
And I was going through some personal issues. And I had a hard time handing in an assignment. She personally walked me to the accommodation center.
Wow.
Personally walked me there. Stayed with me. Made sure I had everything that I needed.
Right.
And even when I had left that program and started the cosmetology for nursing program,
right,
she was so involved. She spoke to the new program director for me.
Wow.
She really wants to see me succeed in every sense. Every sense of that statement. She's been so supportive, whether it's calling me personally when she knows I've been in the hospital,
right,
to just sending different programs out to me to help me with my children and my health and all that kind of stuff. She's been super supportive. It's bringing tears to my eyes just thinking about it, because I never thought that would be my experience in school. As an adult.
Right.
Where you're kind of like, I've always heard in high school, oh, you're not going to be anything but a student number. You remember they always used to tell us that. Like, they don't care about your name. They ask you to write your student number, but that has not been my experience.
Right.
Yeah, they dealt with me like a human being.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
What school was this?
Seneca.
Yeah,
I love Seneca. I love Seneca.
Gabby has changed her programs various times, but you stay loyal to Seneca.
I love Seneca.
Wow.
I love Seneca. And my sister's working there now too, so it's really great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's an intimate experience.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I think with the changes that a lot of post-secondary schools are coming under right now.
Right.
They're the students that are there, they're trying to show that support, especially after COVID.
Yes, that's true. I will say that's true.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to our next segment called representation.
Okay.
Where did you first see representation in school, and describe that person?
Representation for me being Black, or for me being a woman, or both?
You could say both. Okay,
the first Black teacher I ever had wasn't even my teacher, but he was like a 7th grade teacher.
Okay. And you were in 7th grade as well?
I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
Loved him.
Nice.
Wasn't my teacher, but he was always so supportive of us.
Right.
Did not have a Black woman teacher until grade 9 French class.
Wow.
And that woman was the first person.
You said she taught French?
She taught French.
Wow, that's a great experience.
She was the first person to ever speak life into my education.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
There's tissue.
Thank you.
I knew she was gonna.
Yes, because I'm super emotional.
Yeah.
She passed away, unfortunately, in her sleep 3 years ago. Miss Sutton. She was a spiritual guide. She was an educational guide. She was an emotional guide. She was everything a Black student needed to be successful. She gave a group of young Black women a platform to start a group called Afrocentric Group, which was just a whole bunch of Black girls who explored their Blackness in a school where we weren't.
Right.
We weren't the norm. We weren't the average face.
Right.
Where I went to a performing arts school, and she advocated for us to have a performance piece that showcased us.
Wow.
Like we were going up there singing about white boys, I would never forget. They had a whole bunch of black girls singing about white boys and how much we love them. And it was cool, but that wasn't us.
Right.
You know, and we told her about that. And we told her about how uncomfortable that made us feel. And she advocated for us. She went to the performing arts teacher and said, no.
Right.
These girls, and then we were up there singing in Vogue. You know?
The next performance, we went from singing about loving white guys to singing in Vogue.
What's it gonna be? Honestly, like, she was such an integral part to my learning. Like, I would never forget it. Forget her. I would never forget what she did for me.
That's amazing.
Peace. Rest in peace, Miss Sutton.
Rest in peace, Miss Sutton.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I never really had the greatest experience with French teachers. So to hear it was a black woman French teacher, that's amazing.
Yep.
My first time seeing a black teacher was grade 9, but that teacher wasn't my teacher. Actually, she was supposed to be my teacher. She was supposed to be my English teacher, but she went on maternity leave as soon as, like, school was, like, the beginning of September. By the second week, she was on mat leave.
Gosh.
So I didn't experience having a black teacher till college. Yeah. That was
wow.
I did not experience having a black teacher till college. Like, whether woman, man, whatever.
You know what? My son has a black male teacher right now. And he does not like his teacher.
No way.
He cannot stand his teacher, but I love his teacher.
Wow.
That teacher calls me every week. My son is a very smart boy, but he has a hard time in the classroom. I knew this.
Yeah.
And I asked his teacher
Right.
last year to, you know, can we observe him, see how we can better support him in the classroom?
What he needs.
Never cared. No, this wasn't last year, the teacher before.
Right.
Never cared. This teacher, a black man, calls me every week and he's like, you know what, Miss Cummings, he needs further support. He has an IEP and he would benefit if he had some extra support in class. I almost cried because I'm like, I've been asking for this.
For that, yeah.
And it took another black teacher to see that this is what he needed. The other teachers loved my son but didn't care about his education.
Right.
They just want to complain that he's not doing what he needs to be doing in school.
Right.
He just needed that
representation is so important.
It is.
It is. I seen how much it helped me in college, and I said, wow, if I had this from, like, elementary school, that would have made such a huge difference.
It's a confidence in your learning.
It is.
It's a confidence
a
in your
huge
learning.
confidence in your learning, because I didn't feel like I was even worthy of pursuing post-secondary until I had a teacher in college. Our first semester was like, all of you guys are going to grad school. And I was like, grad school? I was just like, I'm here for this little 2-year program. I don't even want to bridge into university. I don't know what she's talking about grad school. And she, like, I did not go into grad school as yet, but she still to this day, when I message her, just try to keep in touch, her first thing is, did you apply for grad school yet? This and that. And I will pursue it because she's put it in my head since I was like 19.
That it needs to be done.
And that it needs to be done. It just needs to be done. But, like, what I want to pursue and grow with, it would be great to go to grad school. But it's like it wasn't even a thought until she brought it to my mind. So the representation is so important. It is so important. What kind of representative were you and are you in school?
Representative. For, like, my blackness?
For your blackness, just who you are, because you are very free spirited. You express yourself. You know, you're not. I would never use the word shy to describe Gabby.
As of recently,
you know, she would go into a room full of people, network, and then when she leaves, she'd go, "Oh my God, I was so nervous. Could you tell?" And I would be like,
I think before that would be me. I always represent who I am to the fullest. Like, it took a lot for me to wrap my mind around who I am as a person, love myself for who I am as a person. So I'm going to do that unapologetically.
Right.
Because I've earned it.
Right, of course.
But I do feel, in the sense of, now that I'm a mother, I'm a little bit more reserved. I don't necessarily feel the need to put myself out there anymore because my focus is so much on the children.
Right.
And representing them.
Okay.
You know, making sure
sense.
that they are the best.
Right.
You know, I take a back seat now because I've had my moments, I've had my time. I just want to make sure that their voices are heard. They know how to communicate.
Right.
And I think that's where I've changed. You know, like, I'm doing more leading by example with my kids.
That's amazing.
You know, so it's not really doing anything for anybody else.
Right.
Not representing for, I know community involvement is important.
Right.
But I do that more in the sense of doing it with my kids. Like, we pack up backpacks and take it out to the homeless.
That's amazing.
For Christmas. And I'm a single mom, so I can only afford to do 5 or 6 a year.
Yeah. No, but that's amazing. I think that's a great way of getting children involved with the community and understanding where they are fortunate and how to help the unfortunate, the less fortunate. Sorry, like that's very important. You know?
So I represent and I express, you know, what I believe for through my kids.
Right.
Because I teach them what's important or what I feel is important, and they can always change how they feel.
Yeah.
But hey.
They have the foundation, right? Who do you think is a good representative to young Black girls today?
Who's a good like a public figure?
Yeah. I have one, and we're actually covering her book right now in the book club, the Her Stories book club. We're covering Keke Palmer's book that she just released, Master of Me. She's had her ups and downs.
She's human.
She's human, but her career, her strength, how she presents herself, how she shows how she's healed from certain things, how she's expressive, how she really like navigates the room and makes people feel safe. I love that. I feel like she's really blossomed.
I love Keke Palmer.
I do.
I love her music. I love her acting. Oh, okay, come on. Do not come from a girl like that.
Her acting is amazing.
Her
My music
music.
palette's a little different. But yeah.
I love me some Keke. But
she's a theater girl.
I am. I just have a hard time putting celebrities on that pedestal.
I understand. That makes sense.
So the people that I admire are people from my personal life.
Okay.
One person that I really do admire would have to be my grandmother. She's overcame so much adversity. She's had so many children. She hasn't had very many opportunities, but yet has created so many opportunities for other people.
Right.
And I think that is always going to be my end goal.
Right.
Like, I do what I can for myself, but I always say to people, like, in whatever situation, I always want to leave the people I meet in a better situation than when I first met them.
Absolutely.
And that was my grandmother's ammo. Like, whether she could leave you with a hot plate of food, just being a good person and a good woman was what she stood for. And I try to emulate that in everything I do.
That's amazing. Okay, so a next segment is called Current Pleasures, our little pleasures.
Okay.
Our little pleasures. Okay, what are you watching right now?
Girl. So I'm watching a few things.
Okay.
I have Abbott's Elementary.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Absolutely love it.
Real House. Okay.
Oh,
do not judge. Do not judge. But I am in love. This is my favorite Real Housewives.
I know what you're gonna say.
Which one?
Actually, I'm a little nervous.
Which
it could be one of the two.
Guess.
You can either say Potomac or you could say Beverly Hills, and I feel like you're gonna say Beverly Hills. How did I know? It was one or the other.
I love Beverly Hills, and you know why? Because Dorit is giving this season.
I don't know the difference between those women.
Girl, Dorit is giving this season. She was a humble little mouse. Now she is.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
She's a little spicy now.
She's spicy now.
Yeah.
She's stepping on Kyle's neck, and she has her
Kyle looks
husband
so,
out
like,
the door. She looks, no, Kyle looking old now.
Really? But she just, Kyle is very sensitive, from what I know.
She is.
Yeah.
And she's a little poop disturber. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what are you listening to right now? I'm watching all the stuff that you said you're watching, by the way. And,
Yes.
And you know I'm always rewatching Insecure because I'm obsessed.
Still haven't watched the last season. Still haven't watched the last season. Yeah.
You need to stop right now.
I know.
You need to do that.
I know.
I want to throw like an Insecure soiree. So
Can we actually? Because
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so listening to right now, girl, you already know me. I'm stuck in the early 2000s and the 90s, so I don't know much of new stuff. Well, I hear little things, but what are you listening to?
Can I check my phone?
I mean, sure.
Okay, because there's this one artist that I just came across, and I can never remember their name. But okay. So when I'm in my rap bag, my son put me on to this guy called Big X the Plug. Okay? My 9-year-old. Probably got that from his uncle, but yeah, I'm obsessed with him right now.
Okay.
And then this summer, I think it was in August, I went to the Lucky Day concert.
Ooh, he's very talented.
Mic was
on. I could imagine.
He sounded like the album.
Remember, Ari Lennox does that too. She sounds like the album.
She sounds exactly like the album.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
She's really good.
So I have them in heavy rotation, and then I'm also like, with my kids, I don't listen to any secular music. It's strictly, well, my oldest son I can't really control, but with the youngest two, strictly gospel music. And right now Maverick City is completely, I'm engulfed in Maverick City worship and praise. Like, oh my gosh, their music brings me to my knees.
Really?
Amazing. I went to their concert 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'm gonna have to check them out.
Amazing.
So what are you reading right now?
What am I reading? School books.
Yeah, I hear that. Aside from the book we're covering in the book club, I'm not exactly reading right
I'm not
now.
really reading.
Okay. So what are your podcasts then? We'll turn that into...
I like podcasts, but I'm mostly a showgirl.
Really? You're the one who originally put me on podcasts, and I was never into it. And now I have like a solid 5 that I just listen to all the time.
Friend zone.
The friend zone.
Just the friend zone.
We love the friend zone.
We love the friend zone.
And we can't wait for them to go back on tour.
Oh, they're going back on tour? I'm ready.
Fran is really against it, but...
Why? We need to talk to Fran. Fran, call me.
We need to get them back on. I love the friend
And I like
zone.
actually this history podcast, but I can't remember because I like listening to it. I love history, so I do a lot of like reading,
right,
or like watching YouTube videos on like history. But there's a really good history podcast. Can't remember the name, but I've been listening to that recently.
Yeah, the friend zone is always a go. I have to listen to the friend zone. I have to listen to the read, and I just listen to them. But the podcast I love to watch is The Pivot.
Who's that?
It's these 3 like retired football players, and mind you, I never watched a lick of football.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Ever. I don't
Cam
understand
Newton in
it.
this?
No, absolutely not.
Oh my god, because he's the only footballer I know. Okay.
It's one of the guys' name is Shannon. I don't remember his last name, and then there's Ryan, and then I can't remember the other guy's name, but it's called The Pivot, and they have amazing interviews. Like, it's not just around sports. They interview people that are into sports, but they interview everyone. They just interviewed Sterling K. Brown. And I just love listening to him speak.
Okay.
You know him from
I have no idea who that is, baby.
From This Is Us.
Love him.
Yes.
Love him. Love him.
I love to hear him speak, and his interview was amazing.
Not to mention he's so handsome.
He's very handsome. He's very handsome. Their interviews are amazing, but that's my guilty pleasure too. Okay. Do you have a most recent quote or phrase that you felt moved by recently?
Worrying is like worshiping the problem. And I haven't worried since.
I've heard that. Where did you hear that?
I don't know, on Twitter.
Right, maybe. I heard it somewhere.
Oh my god. On Twitter, I read that.
Mm.
I cried probably for a week.
I know you did.
Cause you know me, like I cry for everything. I cry for everything.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I did see that recently, and I thought it was really nice.
Cause at that point, when I read that, I probably had 5 million things to worry about.
Right.
And you know when you get that worry feeling where you like, you can't breathe and you're just like, I read that and I took a deep breath for what seemed like the first time in forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that is the end of our questions.
Oh.
Gabby, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed this.
And being our first guest.
Yay.
I think you're really going to set the tone, you know?
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad I could have come out. That's fun. It's so much fun.
So tune into the rest of our podcast. They'll be coming soon. They'll be available on the podcast platform as well as Spotify, and you'll be able to view this through YouTube for free. No Patreon.
No Patreon.
No Patreon. Yet. Exactly. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.